All right, it's Wednesday. Michael Rapaport's in the house. It is April 25th. It is the Rundown. It is brought to you by Mott & Bow Jeans. You get me in the triple thing. Rundown. Use the code Rundown2017. Rundown2017. That gets you 20% off your first order. MOTTANDBOW.com, mottandbow.com. Mott & Bow sells high-quality jeans at fair price. Normally, jeans these good are at least $200. Mott & Bow, you get them for $100, and then you get the 20% off. This chair stinks. I'm just like going all the way back.
That does stink.
It stinks.
Why don't you get a chair sponsor?
The guy's got ideas. He's an ideas man.
Salespeople are now downstairs, so hopefully
No
they'll
disrespect, but I mean, this is a big fucking operation over here. I mean, when do we get it?
I don't mind these. You don't like these?
I mean, I feel like I need like insurance when I'm in it. Something could happen.
I don't even know what that
you might
means.
just
20% off.
Yeah.
20%
You need
off.
chair
code
insurance.
Rundown 2017, 20% off. Again, Mott & Bow. I once tried to get a chair sponsor. This is a side story that's going to have nothing to do with anything, and I don't
Make it
like
quick.
Lazy Boy, right? You heard of them.
Fantastic, classic.
Yeah. All right, so they sent me, a PR company sent me, they're like, hey, why don't you talk about this chair?
This is like 10 years ago, right?
This is back in the day.
Yeah.
And would you curse them out?
No,
alienate them?
Well, it's like, what do you mean talk about the chair? They're like, we think it'd be interesting to talk about a Lazy Boy. And just for free. They just wanted me to talk about the Lazy Boy. They didn't even want to send me the chair.
Fuck out of here.
They just wanted me to talk about it.
They just wanted you to talk about Lazy Boy
Without having a lazy boy.
without even sitting in a Lazy Boy.
I took exception to that and then started playing with this person a little bit and had it set up where if they brought the Lazy Boy, if I went to a Lazy Boy store, I would sit in a Lazy Boy, but I needed to have a movie of my choice on the TV, and they had to get me movie theater popcorn from the movie theater in order for me to do it and watch the movie. And we got in a whole big fucking shooting match.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So would you put Lazy Boy as one of the institutions that you've alienated Barstool from?
I don't think a lot of new people know that.
I was going to say, if he didn't, we did again.
No,
right now we did it.
We're talking Lazy Boy.
I say make men's with Lazy Boy
after this.
But make men's with them, because this is you deserve better. The people deserve better.
To have an idiotic PR person send an email, be like,
So wait,
hey, we think it's exciting for you to talk.
They got you all this shit, but you didn't show up or something, right?
At the very end, they realized it was a joke.
But we're talking about the past. I'm talking
because
about
it was
right
one by
now.
one. It's like, I need to be able to watch this. I'm going to need drinks. I'm going to need this. I'm going to need movie theater popcorn, but no.
This is 10 years ago.
It was a long time ago.
So this is even before Barstool took over. So you had big fucking arrogant balls even back then.
Well, it was arrogant. I just got insulted by people who thought we were stupid.
He's always got a chip on his shoulder, forever.
You got a bug up your
From the
ass.
very beginning.
No, a chip on his shoulder.
Or a bug up your ass.
And that's the perfect segue for this, maybe the chip on the shoulder and the Vic brick is what coming like ESPN. That's the major news. They're just firing everybody today.
Terrible.
So on the hit list, Danny, that we know of so far, and if I forget anybody, feel free to shout them out from any angles. I know Ed Warner gone. Ed Warner fired, then put a picture, by the way, tweeted out like his dog who is dying. After, it was so sad.
Those were the two most depressing tweets back-to-back ever.
ESPN, somebody would be like, we got to rehire Ed Warner. What a move by him. Butchergrass fired. Trent Dilfer fired.
Do we know that for sure?
Yeah, I think so. Danny Cannell fired. Danny Cannell fired. Danny Cannell sends off a tweet, says, it's tough because I've been here for 5 or 8 years.
I've been here for 8 years. I moved my family here
went
5
all
years
in,
ago.
and I got 3 kids. We moved to Bristol. Bristol's the worst place on the earth, and then it ended in 3 minutes.
That's where Aaron Hernandez grew up.
Aaron Hernandez, renowned murderer, gay guy. So ESPN, now I'm going to say this. I hate ESPN the way they cover the Patriots, all their football people. You and I had this discussion earlier. Like Chris Mortensen, he has cancer. I need Chris Mortensen to beat cancer and get healthy and get it out of his system so he can die of something else. Like I need to beat him.
Get hit by a
square.
bus.
Like not anything health related.
Right.
Not anything tragic.
We want to
beat
about
you
that.
for being an asshole. So beat this disease.
And you don't
get
like
it
Chris
done.
Mortensen because of what?
Deflategate.
Is that a real question?
The whole Deflategate coverage.
Let's stay focused.
He sparked Deflategate by blatantly lying about the PSI and the footballs. He never corrected it.
He blatantly lied.
Yes.
But Tom Brady didn't?
Exactly.
Okay.
The facts seem to bear that out.
Tom Brady didn't lie when he came
But
out
honestly,
with the pom-pom hat.
I want to make this very clear. I want Mort to beat the fuck out of this disease. That disease is terrible, and I want to take him on when he's healthy. So ESPN, everyone is all over putting they're shoveling dirt.
Yo, worldwide leader, man.
And you hate ESPN.
No, I don't hate it.
You've been talking all day about Lebitard and those guys.
Lebitard, John Wiener from Long Island.
I like that. That's that's his name. Stugatz.
Calls himself Stugatz. May or may not be prejudiced against Italians. Not verified. And then they got these producers down there.
You hate them.
Who are already nameless and faceless. I won't even give them their names, but they were talking a lot of shit.
But you're hoping they get fired.
And also, how much money do you think they're paying Poppy? That'd be a cut right there. The dad.
I'll tell you, if I'm getting laid off and Poppy's like making bank, I'd be pretty pissed.
I mean, that show's I think safe because
they're paying him money.
Does that show.
It's a great time slot. Do you think it's the show or the time slot?
I actually think Lebitard's pretty fucking good. If I'm being honest.
At what? Pretty good at what?
Radio. I think he's good. He's the only host on PTI who can fill in and keep it interesting for me. But
they're all good. They're all Listen, ESPN. Some people like this guy, don't like this guy. These are the best of the best of the best.
No, that's not always true.
No, they're not schlocks. Everybody at ESPN, everybody at Fox Sports, nobody at ESPN is not good at what they do. You might not like what they say, their takes, how they say it.
No,
some people hate Skip, some people love Stephen A.
Okay.
Vice versa. But they're all great.
Can we throw an asterisk next to this? The color commentators, the ex-athletes they have are for sure not all great.
I think that's different. The ex-athletes versus,
what I wanted to,
like when Mark Brunell's crying, it's like, this is fucking ridiculous.
I just didn't believe what Tom Brady had to say.
You seem pretty emotional about this.
Well, it's disappointing.
But if you are like a polished on-air person, they're generally good.
Yes.
But and it's what I said, and this is a business 101. Like Danny Cannell, by all accounts, everyone likes him. I've gotten a million people like saying, hire Cannell, do this or that. But what a guy like Cannell has to ask, and what ESPN has built is, does ESPN change at all because Cannell's not there? And it's, by the way, they're in trouble because of all these contracts that they got for the sports franchises. They became too bloated. It's not necessarily that these guys aren't performing, but it's they just spent too much. They got to get it back, and people have to go. And the facts
they're not going viral too.
And the facts are
the on-air performers.
Can they go viral?
Yeah, they can. You talk good shit, you go viral. In this day and age, you talk good shit.
They're very vanilla.
Make me go viral. You talk good shit, you go viral.
No, I don't want to like take anything away from Barstool and what we built, but it's part of what we do. They can't swear. They can't do a lot of things. So they are in boxes.
But a lot of those people hide behind that too. Like we always say, like
you don't need to be able to swear.
It was always like when Simmons, if you could take the chains off Simmons, who knows what's going to happen?
Nah.
And, it's like, and then you do it, and he stinks.
It's not the cursing, because I mean I like to. I don't agree. It's not the cursing. I think you can.
But you can be a little more honest.
You can be a little bit more honest. But for me, I obviously in real life I like to curse, as you may or may not have experienced on the radio. But that doesn't mean that even me, who's a grasp of the English language is minimal. I don't need to curse to talk that good shit.
Right, but I think it's more about the freedom to say whatever you want, whereas ESPN's always going to be
the criticizing is what you're not allowed to go so hard.
Like you can't go after that hard, I believe, at the NFL.
Well, that's what happened with Simmons. That was the gist of.
Yeah, but Simmons,
he had a few things.
Simmons is like your boy, but he's soft as tissue paper.
But I don't want to have. We had that discussion.
But yes,
but
charisma of an ant.
He has the charisma of an ant.
But I'm not even getting into that. We've already publicly. Simmons, I fuck with you. See you at Pete's Coffee.
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
The thing with Simmons, that one of the things that got him in trouble, I believe, and I'm not an expert. You got 76 people in here. I'm sure somebody could fact check it.
No, they're the worst. They sit there with the laptops. They don't do anything.
And they're allowed to laugh. Careful. We're doing a show with a live audience that's fucking dead. One day, wake up, take your headphones off, give us a little juice. I'm in the crowd. I mean, give me something. Like they're not even looking up from their computers.
To their defense, we haven't.
Who's this fucking guy? What's your name? You went to Fordham? You go to Fordham, and this is what you're doing with your life.
This guy, yeah. Where
are you from?
Oh, he's alarmed. This guy's alarmingly
You're from
stupid.
Long Island.
Yeah.
You know Stugatz, a.k.a. John Wiener? You ever met him?
I know who he is. I don't know him personally.
What part of Long Island?
Floral Park.
He's alarming. He's alarmingly stupid, so be careful.
No, I mean, look, I mean, this kid is like, I mean, come on, man. Wake up, man. Wake the fuck up.
What do you want fact checked? I'm ready today.
Wake the fuck up, man.
What were we talking about before you did? Oh,
I'm saying we're doing a show. We're essentially. Do you know that when you're
These
doing
guys
the
are
live
working.
show?
It's a real office.
No, I know, but it's a real office. But I'm saying, you know that when you perform, you do shows, like they'll pay for people to come in and watch the show. You got 25 fucking people in here who are dead inside. They're not paying attention to what the Presidente is doing
see it
here.
every fucking day.
That's your agenda should be like, I'm gonna make them laugh even on the day that they hate
I
me.
don't give a fuck about making these people laugh. We're trying to do fucking a show here. I mean,
Fuck them. Go back to your desk. Don't make fucking eye contact with me, you little prick. You, asshole, don't fucking look over here.
Who? Fat
I'm
Lunny?
just
Is that
playing.
who
I'm talking to. No, I'm talking to her. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm teasing. I wouldn't talk to a guy like that. I talk to the girl. No,
Real quick, why did if we're on the topic of Simmons?
Yes.
Why did his show tank so badly?
I
on
think
HBO?
that Simmons show tanked badly because number one, it wasn't live. That's the first thing. That's the big thing. And I think that.
Do you think it's anything that he's wallpaper?
I'm not. Yo, you know we've already had this conversation. I fuck with Simmons. And I said there would be no El Presidente, there'd be no Barstool without guys like Bill Simmons setting the tone for this pop culture sports shit.
What do you got, Coley?
Bill Simmons himself said it was a gamble because I'm not a performer. That's why his show didn't work. So
Did he say that?
himself said I'm wallpaper, pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm not a performer.
Yeah, but neither was.
I have charisma. I'm not an ant.
Neither was any of the people that you have that are popping off for this guy, Cat. Like it's like you either have it or you don't.
You either are interesting or you're boring. He's boring.
But as a writer and as someone
Best writer
great
I've
writer.
ever read.
Great
Nobody's
writer.
ever debated
Okay,
that.
so but I'm just saying, like, you're not going to get me to talk shit about because number one, that's my guy.
I'll
Number
just
two,
keep doing it. You'll slip up one of these times. We're gonna have it.
but number two
There's
also,
gonna be a thing here, by the way. Just keep dapping it up.
and he's like,
Fuck out of here.
But the thing is, but you have to, but like, although you've had your things and it's like some Boston inbred shit, I don't know what goes on up there, what the politics of it are. There would be no Barstool without Simmons. And what was the first website?
sports guy.
He had Digital City Boston. He was.
But then what was the other one?
Sports guy. The Boston Sports guy.
What was the one that Grantland?
Page 2. Oh, and then
all those
Grantland.
things.
Oh,
But
No, Grantland.
I'm not
we, were
saying- I'm not-
already, we were already well
okay,
underway
but I'm
by
just
Grantland.
saying those things, and there's other people too, but those things help bridge the gap between sort of pop culture and sport geeks, sport nerds, passionate
He
sports
was
fans.
certainly the first to make his name. He's wildly talented as a writer. I mean, I read him every fucking day. But what the thing is he never translates. Like, oh, I love this guy, be best friends. You read him, then you see this guy's a fucking loser. That's how it always was. You agree?
No, man. He's trying to keep throwing.
Moving on. So
He did the pause there, so like my mind went off to something. I could have just said yes, and then that would have been.
Speaking of fucking cocksuckers, LeBron James. So he has zero dark 30 23. He's on that, but he's everywhere. This guy hasn't stopped doing social media. He's loopholed his own shit. He's doing these workout exercises. I said Channing Frye. He's like, look at the Incredible Hulk doing this shit. Which, by the way, there is zero chance that he did that without LeBron being do it. You think these guys would ever make a video and put it on social media without LeBron being like, do this? Also, he's on his own company. He's on Uninterrupted again today.
That when I was broke, now that I have money, is that I would never, ever pull my money out in front of somebody.
People keep sending me videos. He owns Interrupted on Bleacher Report. You want to talk about a company?
Does he actually own it?
Yes.
That's his company?
Yeah, Uninterrupted on Bleacher Report is
What is
his,
Uninterrupted?
It's basically supposed to be his real.
It's a way for athletes to like be unfiltered and give their take to the world.
Except
Some
it's
nonsense.
so fucking
You know, Players
filtered.
Tribune, the
Yeah,
website,
yeah.
it's like
Gotcha,
that, but for video.
Gotcha.
Which, by the way, you don't need because like these guys could go do this on
could
Facebook.
just
if
make
they
your own
really
video. You
wanted,
could
but
write
they're
your
trying
own
to make
shit.
money and they're trying to swindle the American public, and that's really all that LeBron James has ever stood for.
Jesus
is
Christ.
basically it's true.
That's all he's ever stood for.
Swindled the American public.
LeBron James swindling the
Swindler
American.
of the American public.
Yeah.
MVP, most valuable swindler.
Yeah,
That's what he's at? Okay.
MVS, most valuable swindler. So what do you guys have on him? Again, you can't defend this guy. This guy's a clown. Great basketball player.
I'm
the worst
with you.
human.
I'm with you. You know, I break his fucking balls. Incredible basketball player, arguably the MVP every single season he's been in the league. Incredibly, amongst all the other things that he's done well, the records, the winning this, the winning, never had a serious injury. Guys like Sammy Sosa, Lance Armstrong, the guy Ben Johnson who beat Carl Lewis, all had injuries. Mike, injury. LeBron James never had a. Not that I want to see him get injured, but for some reason,
Let me connect the dots on
no
something.
injuries.
Let me-
Roger Clemens.
I am on the
Barry
record as saying
Bonds.
he used steroids since high school. It's the greatest thing anybody's ever done because you can't go back because he was fucking huge in high school. But it's like, oh, he always looked the same. Yeah, but he looked like that in 8th grade. Who does that? So I'm on your side. I say facts only.
I didn't even say that. I was just saying.
Allegedly,
I was saying it's a great thing that he's never been injured. And guys like Lance Armstrong and Mark McGuire, they all got injured. They're just comparing him to other athletes.
I have a question. Is there any superstar? I think so many people hate LeBron. Like Kobe was hated, but people actually kind of like Kobe. And Kobe fucking like sexual assault. He's got
Allegedly.
Allegedly, button parody law.
He was involved
Allegedly.
in sexual assault.
Allegedly.
That's not alleged. There was a court case.
Allegedly.
Alleged court case?
Dave, let me tell you something.
He was involved in a sexual assault case. You can say that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
There's nothing
Don't
alleged
try to
about
fucking
that.
get
But
me
you can't
sued.
say that he was
You
allegedly
can't say
involved
he
in
was
sexual
We don't
assault.
want a lawsuit. We made it clear.
This guy's the king.
I've been sued too many times. I'm not allegedly.
No,
button.
I'm saying he really in serious issues. LeBron is squeaky clean.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Hated.
does so much philanthropy and
Hated.
unlike Mike, spoken out about things which I respect.
Hated. You don't think he's hated by a lot of people?
Yes, he
now.
is. But the reason
Not
why,
now.
Dave,
I think he's like very loved now.
but you know
LeBron?
what? One of the things in sports.
Wait, hang on a second, Mike. We talked about this like
LeBron's
forever.
No. LeBron is. I bet if you did a poll on LeBron, he's much more vilified.
I think
than
you
he is
are
loved.
completely in the
anymore.
Barstool bubble.
Yo, no.
I think once
We just talked about this last week. How like no one else in the media ever says anything bad about him. We're the only ones
can't.
who say
No,
blah,
well,
blah,
they're
blah,
scared.
blah.
Yeah,
So
no.
within our
Meaning
bubble,
the
I'm talking
NBA
about
channels.
fans. I'm talking about general
within
fans.
our bubble, with general NBA fans, I think love him.
No.
No. Well, I think it's mixed, and I think there's nothing wrong with like Larry Bird. I hated Larry Bird when he played for the Celtics. I fucking despised him. Michael Jordan. You think he up until he started killing my Knicks, I thought it was great. I had the sneakers. I want to be like Mike. Got the poster. Once it became a problem for me, sports you can't love without hating. You know that's
Yeah,
the
you
thing.
need hate.
You need
The
hate
world
in
needs
sports.
more hate.
Tom Brady wouldn't be Tom Brady without people that
Not me.
hated his guts and you who will suck those balls like there's no tomorrow. Guys like you that will grease those fucking balls like there's no tomorrow. But you need
like
you
feeling
need the
not-
guys
yeah,
on the
look.
other side like me. But there's like people like when it all happened, and Tom, who you know I just said what I said about him, he should have dealt with it. It all happened when Richard Sherman said to him, "You mad, bro?" He should have said, You know what, motherfucker? I am mad. You won the game, you're intercepted, and now you're talking shit. I am mad. And that you mad, bro, that whole mad shaming, why you getting mad, hate
What
shaming.
the fuck are you talking about?
You remember when Richard
How did you
Sherman...
get onto this?
I know exactly what you're talking about. That you mad, bro? I don't know how we got into mad shaming. I
Mad
don't know
shaming
I've
is
never
part of
even
this.
heard that.
He
'Cause you
mad
wanna
shamed
hate
Tom
and
Brady.
be
Tom Brady
mad
just
and-
to get the fuck out of my face, bitch. That's what he should
Mad
have said.
shaming? I thought for sure you're going to take care of it. I thought you were going to talk to Flakegate. The mad shaming
No, because
incident?
he's saying you
The
need more
great-
hate.
the
It's okay
great
to hate.
mad
It's okay
It's
to
okay
be
to hate
mad.
in sports.
It's okay to say fuck you.
He mad shamed him, and Tom didn't do anything
I'm
about
with
it.
Mike. I get it.
He mad shamed?
He said, "You mad, bro?" And Tom was like, he should have said, "Yeah, motherfucker, I'm mad. We lost. You won. Get the fuck out of my face." And then the whole "you mad." Somebody on Twitter has @you mad, bro. My son, when he plays those video games, one of his rivals on NBA 2K Live is a guy named You Mad Bro 212 or
This
some
is like
shit like that.
story time with Michael Rapaport. Let
I'm
me
just
tell you
saying.
something. Tom Brady, you know what? Here's a great quote. All
About
right?
Tom Brady.
From
Tommy?
Tom Brady's sidekick and mentor, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady. This is a direct quote.
Which ball's bigger?
This
Because
is-
everybody has one
this
that's a
is
little
direct
bigger than.
quote. Bill Belichick doesn't get mad. He gets even. And when we beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl and we threw for 9,000 yards in the fourth quarter, and I have a T-shirt that commemorates this game legitimately
Yeah.
with Richard Sherman's face just like this on the
I
sidelines.
thought it was Bill Belichick.
That's getting even. That's how you answer you mad, bro. Not mad shame. You just put on, what was it, our fourth ring at the time. You put on your fourth ring and you say, "Are you mad, bro?" That's what he said to him after the game, Michael Rapaport.
I thought you said it's Bill Belichick doesn't get mad, he gets even, or is it Bill Belichick doesn't get mad, he gets videotaped?
What's Pete laughing about?
Is it that one?
What?
Is it Bill Belichick doesn't get mad, he gets videotaped.
Dude, this argument that you're sticking to, We have everybody, even people who hate it. It's like, how many rings do we have to shove down your throat because you quit?
It's tough. It's tough.
I know.
This is my business, bro, and I don't know how to do it
know.
anymore.
It's a tough hill to die on.
I know it is. I
tough
was
these days.
so
I'm like,
fucking.
fuck.
I would have flown on a plane to find you had they just got fucked by a land. I was so ready for that.
I was literally dancing around my fucking living room.
He's the best. He's great. So what?
Yeah,
Whoop-de-doo.
so you're going to go there you go.
Cares.
Try relationships. So here's an interest. So we got basically a couple has an open relationship with their nanny. They're getting divorced because they don't want the nanny to feel left out. The nanny is going to marry one of them, so she equally has rights to the kids. Here's the most confusing part of the story for me. I looked at the photos. I don't know who's who.
Yeah, you can't tell.
I have no idea who the nanny is. I have no idea who the wife is. I have no idea what's going on. To be honest, I see people killing these people. Seems like if you have a threesome of this nature, this is the right thing to do.
It's weird to have the kids involved. That's fucking strange. A
Well,
6-year-old,
a nanny.
7-year-old, and 11-year-old being like, my mom and my dad both fuck my nanny that's
Well,
jacked
now
up.
it's not just the nanny. That's the whole point. Now they've
That's-
taken
well,
that
okay.
stigma
So now
away.
my nanny is my half stepmom, half
Oh, yeah.
stepdad, half.
Yeah.
That's not a good situation.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Michael?
I don't. That's not good. These are sick fucks. Lock them up.
Pre-crime.
Lock them up.
We'll go back to the end. By the way, if I had to guess, I would say I don't have the picture in front of me. I think the middle
it
girl
out.
was the nanny.
Who?
Glasses,
Yeah, I mean,
redhead. I'm gonna guess. I don't know. Redhead nanny. Russell Westbrook.
Brought to you by Fuego Box.
Oh, this is brought to you by Fuego Box. They'd like me to say hot sauce a few times. So hot sauce, hot sauce, hot sauce. Fuego Box is all about hot sauce, hot sauce, hot sauce, hot sauce. Fuego Box, hot sauce, hot sauce, hot sauce. Use the code RUNDOWN and you'll get Fuego Box, $10 off your first order. Fuego Box goes around the world and tastes hundreds of hot sauces, hot sauce, hot sauce, hot sauce every month so they can send you a box of their best hot sauces. You can customize the box to come every month or every quarter.
Hot, man.
Use
Say hot. Hot.
Hot sauce.
You're in the East Coast now.
Do you see how this is spelled?
Oh, they like that you say.
He's all jacked. He says like mum, like he's from England too.
That's that Boston shit, right?
You don't say that, do you? You say mom.
I say ma. But
Ma.
Mom.
No, I say ma like
M-A. Ma. Yeah,
but
me too.
What's up,
But
Mom?
Mom.
You
mom's
say
fine.
Mom.
Mum?
I say
Mum.
mom.
Mom, I've heard a lot.
Was it Queen Elizabeth, your
Yeah,
mother?
that's what I'm
Mom.
saying. That's some English shit.
Surprisingly.
That's across
Fuego
the pond.
Box, $10 off your first order. I'll just keep doing it. They like this is, by the way, I don't know if our salespeople do this, but they're trying to catchphrase me right now. Like Fuego
I
Box.
like it. I like it.
They like the way I say hot sauce.
I like it
So
too.
they're like hot sauce, hot sauce, hot sauce. They just keep saying hot sauce.
Respect,
Fuego
respect.
Box, hot sauce, $10 off your first order.
They
Use
got
the
their money's
code
worth today.
Rundown. I hot sauced them to death. Isn't there an and one guy hot sauce?
Oh yeah.
Hot sizzle.
He was one of the
Hot
originals.
sauce.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce was the N1 dude.
That's what I just said.
Yes.
Hot sauce.
No, you didn't. You said hot sauce, like hot one, hot two.
Like Pizza Hut sauce.
Now, if Fuego Box is really on top of that game, they get hot sauce to be their guy. And then he could go around the back with the hot sauce.
hot
and
sauce.
shit.
Hot sauce.
Rundown, $10 off your first order. Russell Westbrook's. This is interesting. This is interesting. Russell Westbrook skipped the post-game handshake line. People are
Good.
freaking out about it. He also dropped a savage Yo Mama joke.
Good.
Did you see that?
Yep, on Patrick
Who was-
Beverly.
It was the
Pat Bev, right in his face.
Yo Mama.
Yeah.
Bring back a Yo Mama joke.
Good.
I once bought a $10 scratch ticket.
Oh boy.
A fake one.
It
Story
always
hour with
goes
Davey
back to
Page
gambling.
No, it's a fake one. My buddy was dead broke, hadn't left the house forever. We were just out of college, and they sell those fake scratch tickets.
This is the meanest thing
and
that's ever happened, by the
And
way.
he had it gone
Fake
up.
scratch.
So it said he won 10 grand.
Oh,
Could you
shit.
imagine doing that to someone?
And then you turn it over, and
I'd
it
fucking
says
kill that
you
person.
can cash this at Yo Mama's
Uh-huh.
house. So it was pretty fucking
I'd
good.
fucking
That's
kill
I
you.
brought that full circle with the Yo Mama.
Got you.
Yo, mama.
The handshake line. Hockey guys will say it's the most important thing in sports. Rapaport, you just said you're glad Westbrook didn't shake hands.
In this
Thoughts?
skinny genification era of sports, and Russell Westbrook being
The king.
he dresses that way, he don't
Doesn't
play
act that
or
way.
act that way. He dresses the part, but he ain't about any of that shit. Listen, I don't think it's great sportsmanship, but I'm sure he texted and tweeted James Harden, those guys, they're good friends. Good. Fuck that. We'll be back next year the same way. I think it's good. This NBA and this sports culture, everybody's shaking hands and doing handshakes and pom-poms and dancing and posing and these fucking faux jersey signings after football, stealing from soccer. Good. I'm glad there's somebody who's like, you know what? I'm not shaking your hand. Fuck you, Patrick Beverley. We'll be back next year.
I'm like a little bit torn on this because I agree with everything you said. But the hockey thing, like, once the series is over, I think there's something you kill each other for however long. And then
but they have a line, though. That's sort of like a traditional sort of lined up sort of set, and it's different.
If you do the tradition, fine. But I don't think you, in the heat of the moment when you just lost the series, if you don't want to fucking kiss everybody on the cheek, you should be able to. Everyone's a professional. Everyone's getting paid. You're pissed off.
I have no problem with that.
And he put his blood, so he probably had to take
I feel like
piss.
there's a little double standard. Like, are people killing him for this, Coley? Like in the NBA crowd? Does anybody care?
I mean,
like if LeBron didn't do it, would there be?
Hockey?
Of course.
Of course, hockey.
But
for doing that. But
did you do the post-game press conference?
Sure did.
That's where I
feel
like
that's
right
a
now,
LeBron special.
I think Westbrook is like this fiery competitor for not shaking hands. But if like LeBron didn't do it, I think you would call him like a pouty bitch.
No, I just said what I said. LeBron has a long and storied history of skipping post-game press conferences when he loses, and he likes to wax poetic and talk about Kendrick Lamar when he's winning. So that's where my. What'd you think of that great question? You see that when they're like post-game press conference after the Pacers game, and someone's like, "What'd you think of Kendrick Lamar's new album?" He's like, "What a great question."
Is it better than his last one?
That's a great question, man. I haven't stopped listening to it since he sent it to me.
You know what? I have no problem with that kind of question because you want to be like, well, you shot 33%. The game before you shot 41%.
I'm with you on that. That's what I said.
Like that's kind of
it's
like
a
breaking,
new question.
It's a new question. It's a new kind of sport. I'm glad the reporters are doing
New kind of sport.
I know it's a new kind of sports reporting. We don't have to get so you guys.
After a game, I want to know about the game. I don't want to know about you and your Kendrick
You just
Lamar.
swept them 4-0.
Yeah,
what
is LeBron going to say about the Pacers
It was game 3. It was the big comeback in Indiana. There was lots of questions I wanted to hear asked. I didn't want to hear about Kendrick Lamar. This guy's such a jerk.
You're such a jerk.
If you guys
You're
defend him, if you guys like him so much, why don't you fucking suck his dick?
I don't like him so much, but I'm just saying, Jesus Christ. You're hard body karate with the shit.
Jesus, so fucking
You're not fucking around.
Karate.
You're not playing.
Man, I don't even know what that means. That's the rundown. Anything post show?
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. It's a quick, easy show. I shout out. Everyone told me to bet the Brewers today against the Reds. Instead, I went Reds and under because the guy pitching was rookie Davis. It's like 100-0 in the second inning. Brewers, I cannot win on these games, so thank you very much. That's the rundown.